Guys, how you all doing today? It's Monday Minute 75. Guys, I'm back for another video, back for another matchday vlog. It is the first vlog of the 2019-2020 season, and it is Betfred Cup duty for Hibs today. We are at Easter Road playing Alloa Athletic today. First things first, everybody, I just want to say, I know I put out a tweet this week about doing a Q&A session. I am going to do that, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because I don't want this video to be overly too long, so I'm going to do the Q&A session tomorrow. That brings me back to today's game. Lots to talk about from a Hibs point of view. Obviously, we added to the squad this week. Our 7th summer signing was Josh Vela from Bolton Wanderers. He signed on a 3-year deal. Excited about him, as we said, bearing in mind that he was quoted as being a player who was worth about £6 million when he went to transfer from Bolton to Blackburn. Now, I know Blackburn Rovers aren't exactly the most, they're not the biggest club, but equally, you know, they've got money there. And obviously, for a team like Bolton, who are in dire financial straits just now, the fact that move never materialised for him, that's not really great. But obviously, he looks like a good wee player. Obviously, he linked up with a new striker, Christian Doidge, a couple of seasons ago, sorry. So they two struck up a wee bit of a bond. Hopefully they'll be able to take that to Easter Road, and hopefully they two will be performing week in, week out for Hibs. There's not really a lot I can say about the game. Obviously, this is off the back of last week's draw against Stirling Albion. A better performance is a must. It has to be said, a better performance is a must. We weren't great for what I heard on that day. Obviously, we got the bonus point through winning on penalties, which everybody knows my feelings about that. I made that perfectly clear in the last video. I don't necessarily know a lot about Alloa just now. I know they've recently lost Jim Goodwin to St Mirren. As I say, I'm not really sure how they've been the last couple of seasons. Alloa were always a good team when we played them in the Championship. They beat us at their place in the first season at the Championship. I don't think they got any more points off us for the rest of the 2 seasons that we were there, to be honest. I don't know. But I know that they're a team that, you know, if you take them lightly, they're going to bite you on the backside. And obviously, we didn't want that to happen. It is going to, I mean, as I say, performance-wise, a performance has to be there. You know, Paul Heckingbottom said this week as well, we're done in the transfer window. That I'm going to have to see that to believe him on that stat, because on that statement, because the reason I say that, we all know just now the problem that Hibs seem to have is the fact we didn't really have an out-and-out goal scorer. That is a massive, massive problem. Obviously, during the course of the season, it's going to be. There's a lot more emphasis put on Canberry to perform, potentially Ollie Shaw to perform as well. I do believe these two players will be different players this season, because Scott Allan is playing behind them. Scott Allan, from what I've heard and from what I've seen of him in pre-season, he is ready to go. He's obviously not played football for a long time at Celtic. He didn't play at all last season, so you're talking about easily 12-14 months where he's not kicked the ball. The laddie has kept himself in good shape. Obviously, we've all seen his yoga videos on Instagram and whatnot. He has kept himself fit, which is really, really good. You know, he is back at a club where he is loved. There is no getting away for that. He is absolutely adored at Hibs. Yes, did he make mistakes in leaving the first time? I don't judge him for leaving. I judge the way that he left the last time, to be honest. But I think I'm the same as every other Hibby. And when he came back, obviously, I welcomed him with open arms, the same as what I would any other Hibs player. And he performed last season, the season where he was on loan. He performed when he was there. So the fact that we have got him back in on a 3-year deal, that just makes me excited, to be honest. I think it is going to be, he's going to have a massive impact on how we perform, because he is going to be the one at times that's going to unpick the lock of a lot of teams. And I think if strikers make the moves, make the runs for him, he will find the pass, and it's up to them to finish. Obviously, we've got a new goalkeeper in as well, Chris Maxwell. We've got a couple of new signings in defence as well. Josh Vela, I mentioned, in midfield. So, you know, the squad is there. Bear in mind that we've introduced a few youngsters as well. The squad is there to potentially go away and have a really good fist of the season, it has to be said. Whether we do that or not is it's complete hearsay just now. I really obviously hope that we manage it. It's going to be an interesting game today. If you were to ask me predictions at this point, I'm obviously going to say I think it's going to be 4-5, 6-0 because I am that confident in Hibs, but I was confident last week as well, and look what happened. I'm not going to settle for a point. It has to be a win today. You know, we have to get a win. There is no ifs or buts about it. So, that being said, let's just see how we go for the match. I will see he's up there. Hopefully we'll be cheering on 3 points today, and hopefully that'll set us up for our next match against Arbroath on Tuesday. So I'm going to leave the video there just now. Please, as I say, stick around for the video. I'm going to include as many match highlights in it as I possibly can, and I'll give you my post-match analysis after the game as well. So please stick around. Well, I think the title of the video says it pretty well. It was great to be back at Easter Road today, despite all the shit I had to go through to actually get into the stadium. I felt it was absolutely disgraceful that they only had 4 turnstiles open, and there was a big... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. You know, to actually get into the stadium, you know, it was great to be back. It was great to be back in the atmosphere. It was great to be back with everybody again. You know, that part was always going to be great. On the football side of things, not going to lie, I'm a wee bit concerned. I know, sort of speaking, this is only the League Cup. It's group stages. I know that, and it's not only the bit, you know, it's only the League Cup. Obviously, you know, we want to win any competition that we're in. But equally, on top of that, I mean, I think Hibs treated today like it was a pre-season friendly, and unfortunately, there was no drive. There was no urgency the day. Yeah, the goals we scored were good goals. We probably could have had 2 or 3 more into the bargain. But equally, on top of that, we should have been hammering Alloa today. At least 5 or 6-0. I felt we started the game fairly well. You know, we started the game brilliantly, I thought. You know, there was a couple of chances. Boyle looked quite lively in the first 10 minutes. Daryl Horgan had their right back on toast every time. You know, the first 15-20 minutes I actually felt like we were doing quite well. And then it just seemed to go south. I wasn't impressed with Canberra today, it has to be said. And I really feel like I'm giving the guy a lot of a lot of shit when I'm really no. I'm not trying to give him any hassle or anything like that, because I actually, everybody who knows me knows that I didn't like slating Hibs players. It's the last thing on earth that I want to do. But I think he is going to be he's going to be hit or miss this season. Whether, you know, I'm actually struggling to think of the words just now to describe him. I think he is a good player on his day, but unfortunately he's having more and more off days. Like the day we should have been going into that game thinking he would score at least 1 or 2 goals. You know, we've got Arbroath there, I think, on Tuesday night, and again, you've got to look at these games and go, well, we could hopefully get him a couple of goals, but he just didn't look interested today. And the thing that got me, I was the same as a lot of guys who were round about me, was the fact that he shat himself in a 50-50. And after that, he just didn't look interested. And to be honest, when he got taken off at half-time, I really wasn't surprised. You know, I was surprised we didn't start with Scott Allan. Obviously, he came on at the start of the second half. Do I think he changed the game? In a lot of ways, yes, he probably did, because passing was top drawer again. Everything about his play today was probably as good as it's going to be. I said obviously in my last video, folks, you know, maybe we need to start reevaluating our expectations, and that was said. That was me saying that when I hadn't seen the team play. Now that I have seen the team play, we definitely need to be reevaluating things. I am very, very concerned that the fact that Paul Heckingbottom has said we are done in this transfer window. We are by no stretch of the imagination the finished article. We need a defensive midfielder. We need a poacher, somebody who will sniff out a goal for nothing. If we signed at least 2 more players, I think we would probably be all right. But as it stands now, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried. No, again, because I didn't like sounding like I'm being really negative. I'm not trying to be. I'm really, really not. And anybody, again, who knows me and who knows the channel knows that I'm not trying to be negative. But after a performance like that, and then obviously the performance last week, and for what I've heard, we've not been great in pre-season either. You know, I don't know. I don't know where this takes Hibs. I don't know where we land on it. I don't know. I don't know. At this moment in time, I really don't want to say where I think we're going to end up in the league just now, because I do think that if we play better teams, we are going to lose points, we are going to lose goals. I do have faith in Heche. I have faith in this team that they've got it in them to change it round, but it's going to be a long, hard season. That's my first initial reaction to this. It's going to be a long, hard season. And I do hope in a lot of ways that I'm wrong. I hope that we have a really good season, i.e. if we win one of the cups and finish higher up in the league, that would be amazing. But as it stands, I don't know. I don't know how this season's going to go. By all means, folks, please slap a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts about today's game. Let me know your thoughts about pre-season and where you think we are going to be heading in the league. Please, by all means, do that. I'm going to open the floor to a wee bit of debate here. Right, and I'm going to leave the video there. As I say in the start of the video, I'm going to do a Q&A video probably tomorrow. I'm going to try and get that done. So if you've got any questions that you want to ask me, you know, stick a comment in the comment section. Find me on Twitter, it's @Murray1875. Find me on Facebook, it's Stephen Murray. And Instagram is MurrayMinter75 as well. And of course the channel is MurrayMinter75 as well. If you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out when you do that. Subscribe to the channel MurrayMinter75. And I shall see you on Tuesday night against Arbroath. Goodbye.